Arsenal have finally got their hands on the Premier League title, and today we are officially champions. Now, I know we were crowned last week, Tuesday, having Bournemouth slip up to Bournemouth, Manchester City slip up to Bournemouth, and you know what happened. The scenes were crazy at the Emirates, and I know that the party and the festivities are carrying on. However, today it has been made official, and the boys have finally lifted the trophy. I was really emotional today, man, watching players like Saka, Ødegaard, Ben White, um, Lewis Skelly, pretty much the people that were here from the beginning of the Arteta process, Arteta's men that he brought in, and to be fair, some of them were expensive, but some of them were also not the star men you would think of, that could take us over the line, especially going against the juggernaut like City, who we're going to get into in a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm really proud of the boys, proud of the team, and proud of the manager. Let's have it right, man. I was never one to go out and criticize the manager online or anything, and add that sort of Arteta out atmosphere, and chastise other fans for being overly positive. However, I just had to just report on what I was seeing at the time. And just, it's all about the team. It's all about the badge at the end of the day. But for Arteta himself to come into this club as a novice, not having managed any team before, and let alone come into Arsenal, the third biggest club in English football, and be given a lot of time from the board and a lot of stress, and so many times where his job and his neck was on the line, he managed to battle the adversity and push on, and look where we are today, man. So I was really happy for him. And ever since we've won this Premier League as well, you're starting to see a bit more of the human side of Arteta as well. You see him crying with his wife, and the day that we actually won the league, he explained how it went down and how his son actually told him that we won the league, and he hugged them, and he shows a bit more human side, whereas before he used to come across as arrogant, especially when things weren't going bad, very vague in what he's saying and coy. But I feel like there's a connect with the fan base again, and hopefully us fans, and especially the Arteta outers and all them lot, because I'm seeing a lot of man doing U-turns now, and it's a bit cringe, man. This is why you don't pick a side of the fence. You should always remain objective, if that's the right word to use, and be open to change, be open to changing your mind, because you can't just be wrong and strong. Do you know what I'm saying? And now that you've been proven right, because you weren't even fighting against Arteta or Arsenal, we should have been standing together as fans, but instead some fans are fighting each other. You got fans like Ødegaard, who are obviously on the positive side, and sometimes the positivity could be looked at as a bit we call it blind faith. You just got blind faith, and you become overly positive, pushing for success, but not success for the club. It comes across as you just want to be right, just to prove the other people wrong, just to prove the Arteta out is wrong. And on the flip side, every time we did lose or whatever, and there was some sort of adversity where we didn't, beat Man City to the title, it was almost like you were a rival for our success, because you just wanted to be proved right that Arteta isn't the man. But here we are today, where he's got over the line, and yeah, you just got to hold your hands up and say you were wrong, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Also, it was nice to see Stan and Josh Kroenke as well, especially Stan Kroenke. He's been behind the scenes, and do you know what? In my last video, I had to big him up, man. I think what he's doing at Arsenal is very crazy. I've also done a little TikTok regarding that, but I just hope that we can keep this up, man, because we know that Stan Kroenke or the Kroenke KSE the Kroenkes, they've won everything that it is to win for every club that they've won, that they own in the United States. From hockey, baseball, NFL, NBA, he's won it all. Do you know what I'm saying? But the success doesn't repeat itself, with those teams. It's sort of like, he's won it now, and that's it. But having said that, NBA and American sports is more franchise based, and it's different. After you sort of win, you draft your players to like the next big team, and then they go and win over there, and you don't really get longevity, and it's not really a go again sort of thing in franchise in NBA and whatever in American sports. But here, I'm really hoping that, and he's putting out the right sound bites as well. But I really hope that he can reinvest in this team and yeah, just reinvest in the team and keep us going, man. We can really build a dynasty, man. And this is going to lead on to my next point, man, because for nearly a decade, man, the league has revolved around Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. And, you know, he's gone now. He's finally gone. You know, he's left after 10 years, controlling English football, you know, and the landscape of how football's been played in the world, but mainly English football. And let's have it right. What he's built and created over there has been mental. You also have Bernardo Silva leaving, very pivotal player within Manchester City. You know, even look at this season, he was the one that was pushing them over the line, man, with his experience and know-how. And he's been with Manchester City from from when Guardiola got here, man. So he's leaving as well. You know, big brains in midfield and whatnot. Mohamed Salah's leaving Liverpool. Yeah, after redefining an elite, you know what I mean? He's what when you think of elite wingers, he's what you think of, innit? The standards, you know, they're comparing Saka to Salah, and he's leaving. Andy Robertson's leaving. I was gonna say Seamus Coleman, but you know what I'm saying? That don't really matter. But all these Premier League, all these people that have influenced the Premier League over the last 8 to 10 years are all leaving, man. And who's gonna pick up the reins and lead going forward, man? And it has to be Arsenal, innit? So I'm saying, think about it. Like Arteta was the apprentice to the previous master. He's beaten the master now. He's on top of the mountain. Ready got a project going. Ready got a squad of players all at a decent age. Just need to add a few more pieces, reinvent himself, and go again. Whereas, you know, you look at other teams, Manchester United. They're like in my opinion, they're probably the next team closest to us in terms of being ready to go again. And Manchester City, they're not fully gone, but how are they gonna cope with the transition of Enzo Maresca? It sounds nice, it sounds great. He's gonna come and slot in and just continue Pep's work, but no one could emulate Pep. So you know what I mean. You look at teams like Liverpool, they're still a mess. Chelsea finishing 10th. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is really a point where I believe we can just go on you know, a period of time where we can just, you know, we can clean up and just get all the gold and all the silverware, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's no reason we shouldn't, though. And this is why I say Arsenal have fixed football. They fixed the Premier League. Saved it, should I say. We've saved the Premier League. And on the flip side, I just find it weird because the whole time when, you know, all this campaigning against Arsenal winning the Premier League, you're not really clocking that Manchester City had the Premier League broken, if you think about it. Do you know what I mean? Watching them win every year, it gets boring. And, you know, Liverpool might have a one-odd season. But what made us all fall in love with the Premier League was the fact that, you know, there was more competition in terms of who can win it. We used to laugh at other leagues like, you know, La Ligas for just being Barcelona and Real Madrid, or it's still like that today. Or you got your Scottish league when it's just Celtic or Rangers, or the France league, we call it Farmers League for it to just be because it's just PSG. You know what I mean? Or Bundesliga because it's always Bayern Munich, and in the odd season it might be whoever. Do you know what I mean? But we used to pride ourselves on having different winners at different times, especially, you know, you had Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea popping up, even Man City, and then Liverpool weren't in the party. But you know what I mean? We used to pride ourselves on that. Leicester come into the mix, you know, that the Premier League's so tough that yeah, the Premier League's so tough that we can have different winners at any time. It wasn't predictable. But with Pep at the helm, it was becoming that. And I'm afraid, sorry, we've beaten the master, Pep Guardiola, and we've saved the Premier League. Arsenal have saved the Premier League, man. And going forward, there's a lot of work to be done, but I think it's just very interesting to see what's going to happen going forward, man, because we've got Arteta, then you've got Chelsea with Xabi Alonso, yeah, Michael Carrick. He's doing his thing as well, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I still think we are ahead in terms of experience and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, whatever, man. I'm waffling, man. But listen to me, man. We've won the league, fully deserved as well. I've already seen the trolls coming out talking a whole leap of ish about um PGMO trophy, saying we're the worst team to win it because we've won what 11 times 1-0. Like, do you not know that this is how I know people are born yesterday? Yeah. If you know about Arsenal's history, George Graham, bro, 1-0 to the Arsenal. That's been our philosophy from Wade, bro. I think even Herbert Chapman back then was 1-0. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real history then. And history's repeating itself. You know what I'm saying? So we fully deserve it, man. And to be honest, it's going to be a very, exciting time for Arsenal because obviously going forward, we don't even know who we're buying in the transfer market. We're hearing all these sound bites from the Cronkies, Josh, talking about, more investments going to be coming. And it's very exciting. And imagine if we win that Champions League as well. Holy, do you know what I'm saying? But I'm just going to leave it right there, man, because right now I'm waffling. I'm almost sad now because the curtain's now closed. You know what I mean? The curtain call has, do you know what I mean? The curtain's dropped now in the Premier League season. And winning doesn't last as long as losing, but I'm happy we're winning. But I'm just going to celebrate now until next week at the Champions League. Time to celebrate even more. And yeah, man. But well done to the boys, man. Well done to the team. I got more videos coming out soon. Please like, share, subscribe. Hopefully can do some watch longs over the summer. Got 2 cannon coming out of No Chaser. Also, just tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, man. I've got a panel show coming out. All in the works, people, for next season. Yeah, but everyone take care of themselves, man. A little waffle from me, just a little theory. What do you think? Are Arsenal finna save this league? Save the Premier League? Or are we just gonna be one-hit wonders? Man City come back in the mix with Enzo Maresca. And by the way, I'll be so disappointed if that happens, by the way, yeah? But anyway, man, I'm just waffling, man. Everybody take care of yourself, man. Peace.